Hi beautiful, and welcome to my channel. Today's video might be a little bit all over the place because I have like 3 to 4 ideas in mind. First of all, I'm getting ready to go to Sephora because I have things in my Sephora card that I want to see and touch and feel in person to see whether or not I actually want them or not. I'm like unsure about them, which we'll discuss. I am trying some of the newer products I hold, like the new Tower 28 blush, which I haven't tried on my cheeks, or the new color I got from the Givenchy foundation. I have a new mascara from Too Faced to try, so we'll briefly discuss those while I get ready to go to Sephora. And then I also was looking through Sephora the other day and I saw some products at ridiculous prices that I also wanted to just sort of chat about, because I was surprised at the product versus the price of the product in some of these cases. So let's talk about all of the things. I already did my brows. I have moisturized my face, and so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the new color I got of my new favorite foundation, the Givenchy Prisme Libre foundation. I got a summer shade for me, which is the shade 3C. And I'm going to apply it all over my face on its own today to see whether or not I can use it on its own, or if I have to combine this one with my previous shade, which was 2C. This foundation I have been obsessing over, as you may or may not know, because it's natural, it's thin, it's beautiful. 3C looks really good. And honestly, the main reason I've been all over this foundation is because it's very hydrating. Anyways, let's talk about these products that are on my Sephora card at the moment that I want to feel and see in person, that we might or might not get in store today. There's a couple that I know for sure I'm not going to get because they're not available at the store that I'm going to, but majority of these should be there. So we have a game plan for my in-store visit today. First things first, let's talk about this new moisturizer from Murad, which I think is a truly innovative product and I am very interested in it. It's a $59 moisturizer, and it is very hard to me to pay for moisturizers because I am fortunate enough that I get sent moisturizers that I really like in PR sometimes, but this has me very intrigued because it is a wrinkle fighting moisturizer with retinol in it and an SPF of 50. And to be completely honest with you, I feel like whenever you see retinol moisturizers or anti-aging moisturizers, they more often than not don't have SPF in them. And so to see an SPF 50 moisturizer, which is possibly going to be really good for the summertime, that has all of these anti-aging properties in it, piques my interest, because I am in my I want one product that does it all era. I'm definitely cutting back in the amount of steps I do for my skincare routine. I briefly talked to you guys about this during my Sephora recommendations video. I'm like, I want one product that has all of the ingredients I need, and I want that product to work for me, right? And so this seems like a really good daytime option. However, you guys know my magic cream obsession is very real, and so I want to feel this moisturizer in person. I want to see if it's thick enough, if it is going to be hydrating enough or not, before I make the decision to purchase it. And so I'm really hoping that I can find this one in store today, and I am really hoping that I like it, honestly. We'll see. I'm going to bronze up with my Westman Atelier liquid bronzer because I paid a lot of money for this one and I definitely want to get use out of it. So I'm just going to grab it with a brush and distribute it accordingly. Anyways, the next product I want to see and feel is the new Merit Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liner. They have like 8 different colors, and on the website, every single color pretty much looks very, very similar to one another. And so I want to see these in person. I want to swatch them, and I want to see, first of all, if the formula would be something I would like, and I want to see the actual color differences between them, because like I said, on the website they look super close to one another. In the swatches they all look kind of brown, but they're described as having distinctly different undertones. So I'm very curious to see what's going on there. It looks like they are mechanical lip liners, which are not usually my favorite kind. I like to sharpen mine, but I am definitely willing to give them a try because the colors look really good. I like a brown lip liner with a pink undertone. What can I say? That's what they all look like. So I'm just curious. I'm curious about them. I'm curious about the formula. Also, just noticed that they say signature lip sheer lip liner. I don't know if I want my lip liner to have the word sheer in it. But I'm curious. I'm just curious about this one. So we'll see. We'll see whether or not this might be a product that I want to bring home with me. The next product that I'm also very curious about in particular, because I love the packaging of it and I like a jumbo bronzer. Okay, I'm here for it, but I don't know if I'll like the colors of it, because the color that seems to work for light to medium complexions, which would be what I would go for usually in bronzer, is not necessarily neutral or cool tone. It looks more on the warm side, in which case I might not like it. I am talking about, in case you have not gotten it from this long intro, the new Dior bronzer. It is called the Dior Forever Nude Jumbo Bronzer. The color 20 light to medium skin is what I have propped on the screen right there. And from the swatches, it looks a bit too warm for my personal taste, for my liking. And so I want to feel it and touch it and see whether or not this is something that I want. And I also, of course, want to compare it to this next color, which is the color 30, which is for medium to deep complexions. But this one is the one that has the cool undertone that I like. And so I'm interested in seeing whether this one is going to be too deep for me or not. I need to use this Westman Atelier bronzer more because it is so pretty. I'm going to just keep going with Westman Atelier, and I'm going to use the Westman Atelier concealer in the shade that is too dark for me. Oh, maybe I should look at the different shades in person of this one, because this is a bit too yellow for my liking, but it honestly works once I blend it out, so maybe who cares. This is in the shade L4. I was like, it doesn't say it. It does say it. L4. Too dark for us. If we are shade twins, go lighter, but the formula is so good. Actually, since we're talking about Westman Atelier has new cheek duos. Here's the picture. Bronzer blush duos, and I don't know, I want to see them and feel them and test them. Look at the packaging of them. They are $75 each, which honestly is a steep price. Thinking about the price exclusively, maybe I don't want to see them. But I am curious. Also, I was using this brush the other day in a video and a few of you asked me what it was. It is the Sigma Soft Angled Concealer brush, and it just is perfection for the under eye area. I like this shape actually even more than the Kitten Paw brushes. I like those as well, but I really love the shape of this one for all around the eye area. Oh, next product I want to check out today is the new Makeup by Mario mascara. I want to try it. I want to see, you know, if it's worth it, what the buzz is about. This is not necessarily a product that I need to see in person to buy it, because you would never know if a mascara works for you from like seeing it in person. But I'm going to the store, so I might as well, right? By the way, I'm applying the Kosas Cloud Set Loose Setting Powder, which I've really been liking lately. Still kind of figuring out all of my thoughts on it for an updates video, but so far I've honestly been liking it. I'm going to go ahead and try my new Tower 28 blush on my cheeks. This one I tried on the back of my hand when I did the Sephora haul, but I had already been wearing like 2 different blushes at that point, so I didn't try it on my cheeks, and I have heard mixed reviews on this one. The swatches of this blush on the website definitely look on the odd side, but if a blush tells me it is blaring, I am going to be curious about it, so we're trying it. So this is kind of what the swatches on the website look like, but I mean, maybe if we just blend it a bit more, it's good. It definitely has a beautiful matte finish to it, and it is pretty pigmented, I will say. So I'm going over it with my powder puff. No powder added, just to even things out a bit. I can never say too much pigmentation is a bad thing, right? But I do like my blushes personally to be buildable rather than like too much at once, because when they are too much at once, sometimes things can be harder to tone down, and this is definitely very pigmented, borderline too much at once. With that said, it does look like a blurring product because it has a beautiful matte finish to it, but I don't know if I love it. Back with more translucent powder to see if it tones down my blush a bit. I feel like I have slightly too much blush on, but let's just keep going. I'm going to try this mascara from Too Faced. It's called the Too Faced Ribbon Wrapped Lash. We'll see. It has a silicone applicator and it seems to be pretty lengthening, and it is giving my lashes a lot of separation, but it's definitely not super volumizing. Here's what 2 layers of it looks like on this eye. You'll never see me blame my mascara because it's messy to apply, because I think it's me. I always just blame it on me. Here's what the mascara looks like freshly applied. On the box it says extreme length and lift, no smudging, clumping or flaking, which is positive, so I'll check for any of that throughout the day. And I'm just going to do something quick for my lips. Pillow Talk Medium Lip Liner from Charlotte Tilbury. There it is. And then in the center I'm just going with lip balm, Cuddly Beauty Elixir, in case I look too matte. And I'm ready to go. Alrighty, I made it. Let's see what they have in this one. I didn't necessarily come in to see these because I'm not really too interested, but I was surprised to see that that is a matte powder. I thought it was going to be a shimmer powder. I grabbed the Makeup by Maria mascara and found the Merit lip liners, and I don't think I'm going home with these. Here's the ad for it, and here's how it's swatched on the back of my hand, there and there. That's the same one. I hate them. It's like a lip oil in a lip liner. I don't know. Oh my god, these are so beautiful. What the hell? Okay, what? Maybe one of these will come home with me today. They're so pretty. Here's how big they are on my hand. What? Okay, here are the 4 shades swatched on my arm. The shade range is honestly terrible. However, I do think that the 3rd shade, which I thought would be too dark for me, will match. So I think it's coming home with me for sure. Hello, definitely restocking on the beautiful and the one and only Evolution powder from Danessa Myricks in pink. I'm so excited. Also restocking on my muted mauve lip liner from Anastasia, which I keep telling you I lost. And here's what it looks like next to the Merit one, so you can see why I don't really like the Merit one. And it keeps fading. Here's the mirrored moisturizers I was looking at, and the one I want is the one that's got the green cap, the wrinkle fighting one. Let me go ahead and see what it feels like. Here it is whilst I'm blending it in. Here it is fully blended in. I'm back from Sephora, and I'm here to say being a woman is absolutely wild, okay? I have spent at least the last 2 hours making myself count my blessings because I have been in the shittiest mood. And I don't understand why. Like, I kept looking at my face in the mirror throughout the Sephora store earlier, and I was like, why do I look like I'm going to bite someone? like, you know, the shittiest mood. Very clearly reflected on my face all throughout the past 2 hours, and I just realized it's because it's the first day of my period. I've been dealing with it since this morning, but I kind of sort of just like forgot about it as a reasoning for my mood. Like, it was like 2 separate issues for me. And then I realized that's why I'm in such a crap mood. Anyways, my daughter's also dealing with like 4 teeth coming out at the same time, and her temperature's been running warm since yesterday, and she's been so fuzzy, the poor thing, and I feel so terrible. So I thought that was why I was in a bad mood, but no, it's definitely the hormones. Anyways, I have a little Sephora haul because I did come home with some things. First things first, a restock of my favorite Anastasia lip liner, which is the Anastasia lip liner in the shade Muted Mauve. I don't know where I lost mine, but hopefully this one does not get lost because I love these lip liners. I'm going to put it on right now. And maybe I just love this one so much because it matches my natural lip color so perfectly. So I got that. I also came home with the Makeup by Mario mascara, which I briefly showed you in the store, and I am excited to try it tomorrow because I already have mascara on today. It says that the wand is like different and like specifically designed for this mascara and whatnot, but it looks like a lot of wands I've tried before, if I'm going to be honest with you. Just this tapered, thin, short brush wand. However, maybe it is magical, so as soon as I try it, I will let you know. I came home with a new of my favorite, the Evolution powder from the Myrics, because I am obsessed. It is the best, and I had run out of mine a couple of months ago. And then last but not least, the Dior bronzer absolutely did come home with me. I love the packaging. I bought it because it's huge and the packaging is beautiful mainly, but I do think that the formula is going to be nice as well. There's something to be said about the shade range though. It's horrible. The first two shades look exactly like one another. This one has a slightly different, cooler undertone, which I think will work for me, and then it jumps to like one shade that maybe works for tan complexions, but that's it. Take a look though at how beautiful this is. Like I said, I got the shade 30 tan, and take a look at the inside here. Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. I can't get over it. Let's go ahead and try it right now. Not making me look muddy right away, so I think I'm going to like it and keep it and love it. I was scared that maybe at home it would apply too dark or muddy or something. Obviously I have to try it on its own with no other makeup underneath, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Light scents don't really bother me, so I never remember to smell things. This doesn't smell like anything to me. Actually, it does. It has a very faint flowery scent, but I have to really put my nose in there to scent it. I didn't really scent it before. Very excited about my purchases, and also excited that I went in store to see the products that I wanted to see and that I made executive decisions on them. As you can see, I did not purchase the Murad moisturizer that I was looking at, and the reason I didn't is for two reasons. The first one is I can hold off for now. I don't need it right away, so I can wait and maybe purchase it later. But also, I'm going to do the thing, even if the Sephora savings event ends, I'm going to do the thing about just giving it a few weeks and seeing if I still am interested in it, because I'm not sure that that is a need. For now, it's just a want. I didn't show you, but I also tried and swatched the glossier lip liners, and I left them there, and then the Merit lip liners, which I feel like the purpose of a lip liner is for it to define your lips and be long lasting, and that oily lip liner formula will do neither one of those things, so it's not for me. And I don't feel like it's going to be long lasting at all. One last thing I wanted to do is talk about a few things I saw on the Sephora website while I was exploring that I would personally never purchase, not because I don't like the product. I do. In fact, it bothers me that I like the product because it's so incredibly expensive. I would just never pay the price point for it. And I would like to know if you would pay the price point for the following items. I just don't think it's a justifiable expense. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. The first product is from a brand called MEJ, which I had never heard of before. But here's what the product looks like, and it is a clip with one of those like wax sticks that just tame your baby hairs, and they're selling it for $56. Now, $56 for that duo, you might be thinking, well, maybe like, I don't know, maybe it's a very expensive wax stick, and then the clip might be like 15 to 20. No, the main thing you're paying for in this skit happens to be the hair clip, because this brand also has individual hair clips that they sell on the Sephora website for $35 a piece. $35 for hair clips. I feel like we spend maybe $5 to $10 on hair clips usually, and they're cute and they have different designs to them, but at the end of the day, you know, hair clips don't last forever. They're going to eventually break, and so I feel like it's just very expensive for what it is. I feel like maybe, you know, they should consider lowering their prices. I mean, maybe she's selling thousands and thousands of these $35 hair clips, but I just don't see it happening, because by comparison, every other hair clip I see on the Sephora website and at other stores like Old Town and whatnot is so much cheaper than this. And then the actual wax stick she sells for around $20 to $25 on the Sephora website, which is much more reasonable to me than a $35 hair clip. So I would love to know what you guys think down in the comment section. And then the other product is from this brand called Rias, and it is the Essential Refillable Travel Container Set. This one happens to be in the shade Sand. And as you can see, it is 5 travel bottles that you can fill with your shampoo, conditioner, body lotion, shower gel, etc. Whatever you want to put in there, you can put in there for $70. $70 for empty bottles. I personally think that is crazy. I don't know what material these empty bottles could possibly be made out of to justify a $70 price tag for empty bottles. Again, in my opinion, and maybe it's just out of my tax bracket, as they say, that's crazy. $70, and they're cute bottles, okay? I like the cute bottles, I like the color, I like that they're all like cohesive and like whatever. But for $70, I think that's a little insane. Lastly, and this is a much more known brand, Tom Ford. Why is the Tom Ford Rose Exposed Lip Oil Tint $65 for a lip oil? Come on. I don't care if it has gold flakes in there. That's an insane price for lip oil. Anyways, I don't really have any more products that fall into this category. I wanted to make a whole video talking about it, but I didn't find enough outrageous enough pricing on things to do that, so I wanted to put it somewhere. And I would love to know what you guys think about these products and these crazy prices and anything else I talked about in today's video. I know we were a little bit all over the place today, but I had fun. I hope you had fun as well. We applied some makeup, we went shopping, we bought some stuff, and we talked some crap. Anyways, I love you all so much. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to purchase any of the products I talked about, don't do the ones I talked about at the end, okay? Do the reasonably priced ones, and I have those tagged in the description box down below as well as throughout the video. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.